Hi everyone. So here we can see actually four swamps, but those two are difficult to inspect. But these two swamps were exposed to light and also connected to to direct current using a method which is called which is similar to electrolysis, but not it doesn't serve the same purpose. Just the two roads, as you see here, the two roads are inside the swamp, but not touching each other, just only the ground and the liquid. So here we can see it better because this one is actually transparent from all sides. So we can see that it contains I don't know if you can see on the bottom. We can see one worm which is in a complete state, probably dead. But all the rest like the white things that you see are actually worms that were or water snakes that were in the progress of creation or gestation, or I don't know how to call them, in the state that is between the ex nihilo or like a matter, like a non-living matter, to and that of like a living creature or pseudo-living creature, whatever you want to call it. But I mean, you know what I mean. And it's interesting to say that they started to form in both of most of the they were done, and not on parallel, but sometimes one was like the second was created a couple of hours after I finished with the first, but we've seen the same phenomenon, which is almost immediately after I exposed the liquid to light and to electricity. Life started to form. It was almost instantly that they started to form. And when I disconnected the electricity, when I stopped the electrolysis process, life was starting to decompose into the swamp, and like. And this text, it took some time, like maybe a couple of hours of decomposition, but it was immediately apparent that when you stop electricity, the gestation or the creation stops, and all what is left is the swamp and this, like, I don't know, the white stuff, which is the decomposed material, and also one finished worm in the ground. Maybe you can see it, which I think is dead, but I'm not 100% certain. And there is still the question of whether this swamp still, contains the same potential to create life that it contained before it created the life that we see its remnant here. Like, the question is that can this, life material, which basically, probably it's the Neros themselves. With all probabilities, the nanobots that are there. Are they reusable, or can the life that you see here decomposed, can its remnant be used to create more life with the same efficiency or the same effectiveness? It's a question. And the same is true here. The basic, difference between the two is that here, light is, this is, this one is the optimal, for my experiences until now, an experiment, this is the optimal shape, or perhaps the optimal shape of container if you want to actually create life, because using the Neros, because we see that light light is absorbed from all direction, and as opposed to here, the tuna can, where light is comes only from above, and this, of course, only when you see there are many light sources over here, and and the walls are, the walls are actually pretty reflective, but not very reflective. It's not the worst possible, because if the walls were black, it was even less suitable for the creation of light by the Neros. This, for example, is a very bad container for the purpose of creating life. But I'm going to use those. I prepared it. I prepared these. Intentionally, because I plan to perform a series of experiments. I already started, but I prefer to get into it more, in a more serious and systematic manner of experiments for the Neros, not to create life, but to replicate objects, which we already know that they can do very well in the microscopic scale. We've seen it many times. Even complicated things like legs of a fly and things like that. But I want them to be able to maybe replicate things like rings, diamond. I don't have any diamond here, so can someone donate a diamond so we try to replicate it? Anyway, I will try to replicate whatever I can, which I can find in this house, which isn't much, but we'll see what we can do. And so just one more question is, what exactly is this swamp made of? So what you see here, it contains the following. It's a mixture of my semen, my pee, iodine solution, 70% alcohol solution, and hydrogen peroxide 3%. The reason why it contains so many, my pee is, of course, it's sterile, and the reason for, and all other material are, kind of like antiseptic or anti-life solutions. And the reason is for that is that I don't want the Neros to, the nanobots, they call them Neros, to spend their energy fighting germs or microbes, because I know that for many experiments I know that that's their like their program to do so. Like that's their first directive is like kill all humans, not really kill all humans, but kill all biomonsters. And first of all, I don't want them to waste time on that. And second, they die during the process. They don't always win the battle. So creating a solution which is, made from so many antibacterial engines ensures us that we will have minimal, if not zero, presence of living things, even though I work in very a non-sterile environment. This is the whole place is like it's just a big mess, but this ensures me that it will be as sterile as possible environment, and that the Neros will actually do creative stuff like creating life in this case, and maybe later we will perform more serious experiments with replications. Well, so that's it.